Good afternoon mga ka-ECE. So today, I will discuss about the inductors and capacitors. So during our midterms, so we already discussed about the capacitor and inductor. Okay, capacitor do act as an open during DC, and the inductor acts as a closed or shorted, di ba? So at AC naman or kapag meron tayong frequency, so kapag may kuryenteng dumaloy sa kanya, say AC current, so kapag capacitor, okay, ang tawag natin dyan is meron tayong tinatawag na XC. Ang X sub C is the capacitive reactance. Okay? Capacitive reactance. So later, meron din naman tayong XL, which is the inductive reactance. Okay. So looking back at the symbol for a capacitor, so ganito. Okay? Pero usually kapag ka-polarize ang capacitor natin, usually ganito eh. So ito kasi is non-polarized kapag dalawang straight. Pero minsan ganito, tapos medyo pa-curve na ganyan. Okay? So this is positive and this is negative. Okay? Kapag ganyan naman, polarized. So what we are focusing today is yung mga formulas. So dito, to get the capacitance of a specific capacitor, so we have this formula. So E is the emissivity. So tignan natin kung ano nga ba yung dielectric na namamagitan doon sa dalawang plates ng capacitor. So just take note of this formula. Okay. And then, ito. The current voltage relationship of the capacitor is this one. So I is equal to C dV over dt. Ngayon, kapag may dumaloy na AC, di ba? Kapag may dumaloy na AC current, di ba, at any point along X, di ba, nagbabago yung value ng natin, yung amplitude natin. That is why, meron tayong kuryente kapag may dumaan na AC. Pero at DC, di ba, this is say X and then Y, di ba? During DC, di ba, constant lang yung value natin, say voltage V. So at any time along X, di ba, hindi nagbabago kasi yung value ni V natin. That is why, since hindi nagbago yung value ni V, di ba, ang dV is the change in V. So I is equal to C, di ba, if you recall during your differential calculus, ang dV is parang equal to delta V over delta T. Diba? And then, ang delta V is just the change in V. Diba? V2 minus V1. But since at any time dito, diba, hindi nagbago yung value ng V natin. Diba? Constant at DC. That is why, since ito ay pareho dito, so yung numerator natin is just equal to 0. So 0 divided by any number is 0. And then multiplied by C equal to 0. That is why ang current natin is 0 at DC. So I is 0 at DC. That is why at DC analysis, diba, kung babalikan natin to, asan yung figure? Ito. At DC, diba, ang equivalent circuit niyan is, diba, kapag 0 yung current natin. Say this is V, ito, and then ito yung capacitor. Ayan. And this is I. Diba, diniscuss ko dati that kapag ka-open ang circuit natin, di ba, I natin is equal to 0. That is why during DC, open yung capacitor natin. And then, papatunayan din natin yan using yung formula. Di ba, sinabi natin kanina na yung capacitive reactance, ito, yung XC. We call this as the capacitive reactance. So, X sub C has the units of volts per amperes or ohms, di ba? And thus, it represents some type of resistance. So, ang reactance, guys, is parang resistance siya. Parang resistance that resists the flow of current. So, we have the following formula. 1 over C times omega, wherein yung omega natin, or the angular frequency, is equal to 2 pi, mali. So, brain ko. Ayan. So, yung angular frequency natin is 2 pi f. So, ang x sub c natin is also equal to c times 2 pi f. Okay? Meron tayong frequency. Ngayon, at DC, so, punta ako sa may paint. Ito. So, at DC muna tayo, ha? So, ang x sub c is equal to 1 over, ayusin ko lang yung natin, yung formula natin, equal to 2 pi f times the capacitance. Okay. At DC kasi, di ba wala tayong frequency? Di ba hindi naman nagbabago yung natin eh. This is time and this is the volts. Di ba? Ito yung value ng V natin at any time. Di ba? Hindi nagbabago. Since wala tayong frequency, during DC, ang F natin is 0 Hertz. Di ba? So, kapag sinubstitute natin dito, ang X sub C natin is 1 over 2 pi frequency is 0 times C. Since may 0 sa denominator, di ba? The whole denominator will be equal to 0. And 1 over 0, di ba? 1 over 0 is infinite. Gets? So, meaning, kapag sobrang laki ng capacitive reactance natin, so kung i-apply natin yung Ohm's law that V equals IR, di ba yung R natin, di ba sabi natin that itong X sub C, parang isa siyang resistance, di ba? So instead of R yan, so si R, okay, papalitan ko ng X sub C. So I is equal to V over X sub C. Ngayon, if you recall your differential calculus, di ba, limit at infinity, that is yung 1 over x as x approaches infinity. Di ba? Ito 1 over infinity equals 0. So ngayon, since at DC analysis, ang capacitive reactance natin is infinite. Okay, kasi ang frequency natin ay 0. Diba? So, yung V divided by X sub C, since ang X sub C natin ay infinite, diba? So, therefore, ang I natin is equal to 0. So, babalik lang tayo dun sa, nauna na, at DC, since open ang capacitor, diba? Ang current natin sa capacitor, the current flowing through the capacitor is equal to 0. Okay? So, example tayo. Solve for the capacitance. Yun lang naman ang importante rito eh. Say we have example, if we have C equals 47 microfarad, di ba? And we have the frequency of, say, 60 hertz, okay? Which is yung frequency ng kuryente natin sa mga households, di ba? So, find for the capacitance. Capacitive reactance, I should say. So, walang problema. Just substitute it directly. So, 1 over 2 pi Fc. Okay? So, 1 over 2 pi, ano yung frequency natin? 60 Hz. Diba? 60 times, anong value ng capacitance natin? We have 47 micro. But micro is 47 times 10 raised to negative 6. So, calculating it, so it will give us, calculate ko lang. So, 1 over 2 pi 60, 47 to negative 6. Okay. So, we have 56.44. Okay, since ang X sub C, parang resistance, di ba? So, 56.44 ohms. Okay? And then, anong sabi doon? Sabi doon is, okay, capacitors do like pass current at low frequencies. Okay? Capacitors like to pass current at high frequencies. So, capacitors do like to pass current at low frequencies, and capacitors like to pass current at high frequencies. So, ano sinasabi niya dito? Okay. So, if the frequency becomes very large, okay? So, if the angular frequency is equal to 0, infinite I should say. So pag sinabing infinite is sobrang laki. Okay? So, originally, yung X sub C natin equal to 1 over C times d omega. Ngayon, if C is equal to omega, okay? Ay, mali. If yung angular frequency natin is equal to infinite, okay? So, ang X sub C natin, is 1 over C times infinite, diba? So, infinite times any number is equal to infinite din, diba? Kasi sobrang laki. So, 1 over infinite. Ngayon, ang 1 over infinite, diba? Equal to 0. Okay? So, ang 1 over infinite is 0. Ngayon, kapag 0 ang X sub C natin, okay? So, 'di ba? Kapag nag-measure tayo ng resistance, say ayan. So, 'di ba it acts as a resistor, 'di ba? Ito yung resistance ng capacitor. So, ngayon, kapag ang X sub C natin is 0, 0 daw yan. So, meaning, shorted lang to. Diba? Shorted lang to. So, kung mag-measure ka ng resistance between that terminal, say this is the positive and negative. So, syempre, nandito yung isang probe and then nandito yung isang probe. So, kapag ang na-measure mo dito ay 0 ohms, that means that shorted yung resistance natin. Meaning, ito ay equivalent to single line lang, di ba? Parang single conductor lang. Ngayon, kapag may papasok na kuryente, di ba? Tuloy-tuloy lang siya. That is why, ang sabi doon is capacitors do like to pass current at low frequency. Okay. Ito pala. Mali. So, ito dapat yun. Capacitors like to pass current at high frequencies. Kasi, ito yung basis pala. So, mali ako dun sa una, ha? Ayan. So, dapat pala dun, ito dapat yun. Capacitors like to pass current at high frequencies. And ito naman sa baba, di ba? If the angular frequency equals 0, ito na yan. Yung una. If the angular frequency is equal to 0, di ba pa, yung unang discussion ko. So, kapag nag-0 daw angular frequency, so the whole denominator will be equal to 0. So, 1 over 0 is infinite. Ngayon, kapag sobrang laki ng resistance mo, di ba? Sa sobrang laki ng resistance mo, okay? Ito. So, di ba from the word resistance, the ability to resist the flow of current, di ba? So, kung sobrang laki nito, di ba, hindi makaka-pass through yung current natin dun sa kabilang terminal. So, kapag malaki ang resistance mo, so kung yung X sub C mo ay infinite, so open yung capacitor natin. So, dito, hindi makakapasok yung kuryente natin. Okay? Capacitors do like to pass current at low frequencies, and capacitors like to pass current at high frequencies. Okay, so ito, ang ibig niyang sabihin dito, lang dito is not allowed to pass current at low frequencies kasi nga open. Okay? So, example ulit. So, if we have the voltage Vt equals 5 cosine, say, 2000t, diba? And if the capacitance natin is, we have 400 microfarad, what is the capacitive reactance? So again, going back to our general formula, yung V sub t natin is equal to Vm cosine omega t. So therefore, ito is just the amplitude. So ito is the omega. So yung omega natin is equal to 2,000 radian per second. So yung X sub C natin is 1 over C over omega. So 1 over, ano yung capacitance natin? We have 400 times 10 raised to negative 6 kasi microfarad times. Ang omega natin is 2,000. So what is the capacitive reactance? So 1 over 400 times negative 6 times 2,000. So we have, ang X sub C natin ay 1.25 ohms. Okay? So, ganyan lang kadali yung pag-solve ng capacitive reactance. Okay? So, ito, again, ulitin ko. Capacitors do like to pass current at low frequencies, or capacitors are not allowing current to pass through at low frequencies, say DC. Okay? So which capacitors resembles as an open circuit. Okay? And as the frequency becomes very large, di ba? So it implies that the capacitor resembles a short circuit. So ito, kapag nag-short circuit siya, so yun makakalagpas na yung mga kuryente natin. Okay? And then next is the inductor tayo. Saan yung inductor natin? Ayun. Inductors naman to. So yung inductor natin guys, kung hindi pa kayo nakakakita nito is kapag binuksan nyo yung electric fan ninyo, diba parang may tanso. Sinasabi lang tanso. So that is an example of inductor. Yung mga magnet wire na nakapulipot dun. Diba? So that is an inductor. And then, ito. So V equals L di dt. So kung sa capacitor kanina, I equals C dV dt. Ito naman, pagdating sa inductor, ang voltage natin ay L di dt. So, i-drawing lang natin. So, ganito po yung sorry, medyo pababa. So, that is L and then positive, negative. So, say we have a current here. Okay? So, ang voltage natin, so this is V. Okay? So, voltage, positive, negative. L di over dt. Okay. So, at DC ulit, since hindi nagbabago yung value ng current natin with respect to time, diba? So, during DC, ang di over dt is equal to 0. So, if this one equals 0, so times L, so ang voltage natin is equal to 0 volts. So, ayan, paano na naman siya? So, meaning that kung meron tayong inductor, di ba? At DC, kumbaga shorted lang siya. Di ba? So, kung mag-measure ka ng voltage dito, at this, di ba, dati ito yung inductor natin, positive, negative, di ba? So, shorted lang siya. So, kung mag-measure ka ng voltage dyan, okay? So, 0 yung magiging reading mo kasi nga shorted. Okay? So, papatunayan din natin yan dun sa formula niya. So, nasa yung formula ni inductor. Yung, kapag inductor pala guys, sulat ko lang doon. So, kapag inductor, meron din tayong tinatawag na X sub L, meaning that is the inductive reactance. Okay? Kapag dating sa capacitor naman, we call it as the capacitive reactance. So, parang resistance. Okay? Yung tans na lang yung basis ninyo. So, ano yung formula ni inductive reactance? Hanapin lang natin. Nasaan yung niya? Nasaan yung formula niya? Hindi ko mahanap. Wait lang. So, wala. So, bibigay ko na lang. So, the inductive reactance of an inductor is given by x sub L equals omega L. And omega is equal to 2 pi L or XL. Okay. At DC ulit, di ba? So, DC muna tayo ha. Since ang frequency natin ay 0, di ba? During DC, ang frequency natin ay 0. Now, if we substitute 0 here, so ang XL natin is 2 pi times 0 times L. So, the whole term is equal to 0. So, ang XL natin is 0 ohms. Ngayon, if we apply Ohm's law, V equals I times X sub L, di ba? If X sub L is equal to 0, of course, ang voltage natin is equal to 0 volts, which is equal lang dito. So, meaning, at DC, shorted naman yung inductor natin. Okay? So, ito, just take note of these formulas. So, example. So, for number 1, find X sub L if yung inductor natin is we have 2 millihenries at the frequency of 60 Hertz. Okay? So, ito is the common frequency ng kuryente natin sa mga bahay-bahay. So, ang X sub L is equal to 2 pi, what is the frequency? 60 Hertz times 2 millihenry is 2 times 10 raised to negative 3. So, ang X sub L natin is equal to 2 pi 60 times 2 raised to negative 3. Okay, so we have the X sub L equals 0.75 ohms. Okay, next naman, for number 2, what is the capacitive reactance ulit? Okay, if yung L natin is, say we have 3 microhenries, and then we have the voltage flowing through it. We have 7 sine of 300t. Okay? So, as you know, so yung omega natin is equal to 300 radian per second. So, what is X sub L? So, direct substitution lang. X sub L is omega times the inductance. So, yung omega natin is 300 times 3 micro equals times 10 raised to negative 6. So, ang X sub L natin is equal to 300 times 3 times 10 raised to negative 6. Okay. So, we have a 900 micro kasi times 10 raised to negative 6 ohms. Okay? Ayan po siya. Okay. So, let's try to simulate. Simulate natin. So, multi-sim. Ayan. So, ipakita ko lang that the voltage across a short circuit is equal to 0. Baka hindi kayo naniniwala eh. So, at high frequencies naman, ang inductor natin act as an open switch naman. Okay? Open naman siya kapag high frequencies. Okay? Okay, so let's place source, DC power, and then ground, then resistors. Resistors, say 1K. Okay. Connect natin. Okay. So say this is a ito yung reactance, okay? Ito yung reactance ng capacitor natin. Okay? Then multimeter. So what if so yung resistance ng shorted guys is 0 ohms. Okay? Ayan. So, di ba ang mame-measure dapat natin is 12 volts. Pero dahil 0 ohms or shorted, wait, what's the problem? So, right now, ano lang tayo? Reconnect lang tayo. Ayan. Okay? Problem with the ground. Touch ground. Okay, error. Okay. So let's connect another one. AC power, ground, then capacitor, resistor, basic, capacitor. So any value mo na pwede namang i-edit. Capacitor and then resistor tayo. Okay. Then ground. Okay. So let's see the reading. Okay. So the reading across the capacitor is 12 volts also. So why? Let's see the current. Okay. Diba at DC, yung capacitor natin is open. Okay? So the current through here must be equal to 0. Ayun. So the current is 0 amperes. Diba? So dito na lang tayo. Hindi makita dun eh. Ayun, 0 amperes yun sa pinaka taas. So hindi kasi makita. Ano natin. Ayun. So yung current across the capacitor is 0. Kasi open. Okay? So kung open to guys, okay? So itong kuryente na dumadaloy kay 1 kilo ohm resistor is 0. So meaning this is shorted. So kung shorted yan, so ang reading natin is of course mula doon, okay? Yung positive terminal natin andun, di ba? Since shorted to, meaning ito is ang reading natin is parang nag-connect lang tayo doon. Okay? So 12 volts pa rin yung reading natin. Okay? So, by the way, medyo magulo and hindi nyo pa masyadong gets. So, you can neglect muna tong simulation natin. So, ang importante is yung discussion natin kanina. Okay? And then, by the way, you will have your assessment tomorrow. So please watch our discussion about this. Okay? So God bless.